for 7 good years. And I was released 2 months ago.
You see what I mean, Uncle?
Really?
Oh, and I'm so sure that something is very important, and it's more important than I am.
It's not that I'm trying to run away from my business, okay? I'm taking full responsibility.
So, I heard Sage is your uncle.
What is going on between Sage and Katie?
You betrayed my friend big time. Thanks. Always under pressure.
Welcome viewers, my name is Ernest Nyakanga of Nika Television. I've got a guest here, Mr. Thomson Makota from Kota Media 700. He's going to talk to us about his recent movie, Dangerous Girl. Welcome, Mr. Makota.
Thank you.
Right, Mr. Makota, I just want to find out, who is Thomson Makota?
Well, Thomson Makota is a country boy. He's a village boy. I was born in Janja, that is Kweza area. I attended my school, primary and secondary in the village. I think that's all about me.
Okay, I want to find out, you've had a passion in the filming industry. When did you start to have these interests in filming?
Well, it was in 2010 actually. How this passion came is like I was at a college, so I was studying this bookkeeping and accounts. So I was sharing a room with some guys who were doing filming. I was in Botswana by then. So as those guys were doing their practicals, they were doing their homeworks and the stuff I was doing with them. By the end of the day, I ended up even doing the homeworks for them. That's when I just developed it to be behind the scenes for filming. And then I started from there. But actually, as an actor also, because also I do acting. As an actor, it started when I was doing a film called Hidden Agenda. Hidden Agenda, I casted another guy. Then this guy didn't turn up on the day of shoot. So I didn't have an option because I hired the equipment, the props and the location and the stuff. So I ended up taking the party for that guy. So when I did it, then the guys were telling me that I'm on point. So I started to act from there.
Oh, that's wonderful. So in other words, you discovered that you've got a talent in acting. Before that, you didn't know that you are a good actor.
Yeah, not talent as such. According to me, I don't think I've got a talent, but I've got passion.
You've got passion,
yeah,
and ability.
Yeah, maybe, yes. So people, they say I've got talent. So I'm happy if I hear people saying so, because people are the ones who can judge me, not myself.
Yeah, before we delve much into your acting career, you talked about the issue when you were in Botswana and there were students who were doing their assignments. Was it an arts-related course or it was something different?
Yes, they were doing filming. They were doing filming, yeah. It's like in a college, I was in accounts department. Themselves, they were in filming department. They were doing a full course.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to find out, for how long were you in Botswana and were you just concentrating on the arts or maybe you were also doing other jobs there?
Yeah, I was doing other jobs there. I stayed in Botswana for 11 years. And for those 11 years, I just did filming, I think, for 2 years. 2 to 3 years only, yeah.
And how is the film industry in Botswana? How is the market like? And also the support systems in terms of the funding, in terms of all the support that's needed for the film industry to thrive. How is it in Botswana?
Botswana and Zimbabwe, they're just the same. It differs just here and there, but actually, when you talk about the industry itself, it's as small as the one for Zimbabwe. But I like one thing with Botswana. There is no piracy in Botswana. In Botswana, if you produce your disc, your CD, your DVD, you can sell originals. The artists and even the laws of the country, they've got that support, to shun the piracy. That's the difference which I can talk about now. If you see anything in piracy in Botswana, it's from outside the country, not their material. Their material, they just sell originals. I can say that's one of the advantages compared to the here.
How they managed to ensure that there's no piracy, to ensure that everything is watertight? Were there checks and balances, or the legislation, or whatever? How did they manage to?
Well, what I saw is what I discovered is that you see they've got an organization for musicians and for filmmakers. So what happens? Those filmmakers and those musicians, they are given those powers to arrest a person who is doing piracy. And when the person who is doing piracy is arrested, you go and, and they get charged good money, And when they are charged that money. Part of the money goes to the artist. So you see, myself as an artist, I can just go to a police camp. I ask for 1 or 2 police officers. We go and raid. So by so doing now, there is no one who can just stop at any corner and start to sell the pirates. Even myself, when you're an artist and I'm an artist, if I see your material being pirated, I can also arrest that person because I'm part of the organization. So I can say the punishment, it causes them to refrain from doing this pirate thing.
So in other words, you'll be given a warrant of arrest as an artist, a fellow artist?
Yeah. What I can say is, it's a corporate thing. It's a corporate thing whereby we know that you and this one and this one, they are under this organization. So it's an automatic that you've got that power to go there and arrest, even without the warrant of arrest.
Yes, viewers, we are talking to Mr. Thomson Makota, who is a filmmaker from Kota Media 700. He has been doing his filming since the time he was in Botswana, and now he's in Zimbabwe. Right, Mr. Makota, during the time that you were in Botswana, can you tell me the film projects that you did, even the titles of any films or productions that you did in Botswana?
Okay. In 2010, I did the first project. It was called Hidden Agenda. It was talking about a Zimbabwean guy who had migrated to Botswana and the life they were staying there. That was the first project. And the second one, I did the one which was called Tug of War. It's a Christian movie. Then from there, I did the Tswana one. There's another one which is called Mutu. Then Mutu, it means a human being, a person. Then from there, I did another one which was called Diole Makolela. Diole Makolela, it means things fall apart. Then from that one, I did the last one, which was called Haidupi. Haidupi, it means like Mono, yes. It was about a father who fell in love with the daughter without knowing. The daughter grew somewhere else and then they meet accidentally, things like that, yeah. But actually, the first 2-3 productions, it's like it was a training for me. I was learning a lot. I didn't go for school for doing filming, but I was learning practically. So as I was doing the filming, I was learning a number of things: how to write, how to film, how to edit, how to cast, how to direct, and all things like that.
And was it self-taught, or you were taught during the time when you were in Botswana, maybe at a college or something?
No, at a college I didn't. I didn't go for a college. It's only those guys which I was helping in school. Yes.
All right.
So from them, that's when I can say I got some other theories whereby I help them how to research and all other things like that. But actually, I never got enrolled as a student.
Okay, so those films that you produced in Botswana, did you manage to have them published maybe on Botswana television or in other TV channels there in Botswana?
Yeah, well, those ones we sold them on DVDs. Then, but we have got one which is called Black Thursday. The Black Thursday, they want to aid at BTV, but now I'm here. I have to go there because I'm the producer. I have got all the rights. I will be going there and they will start to broadcast it on BTV. Then also, I used to play behind scenes, whereby some other projects, I can mention them, because I was playing from behind, They are playing on ZTV.
Oh, yeah. Great.
Yeah.
So what made you relocate back to Zimbabwe?
Yeah, in Botswana, actually, it was an issue of permits. We were renewing our permits after every 3 years. But after, if I'm not mistaken, is it 2 or 3 renewals? They were saying they can't renew again. So I ended up coming back home just because of the payment, because I didn't want to stay without a payment.
So the relocation did it not affect your progression in the film industry? Now that you had cast, you had your equipment and the studio in Botswana, now you relocate to Zimbabwe. Was it not a
It affected very
hindrance?
much. It affected very, very, very much. Not only on the side of filming, even where I was working, you know. I was doing a number of jobs in Botswana. I was even working with the youth and culture department, you know. So obvious when the head is no longer there, there's confusion. I've got a number of guys, I've got a number of people who used to work in the studio. A lot of them, they were surviving out of it. But when I traveled, when I came back home, then it became a disaster, because now they can't produce anything. In actual fact, the studio never produced anything.
Okay, Mr. Makota, the moment that you relocated back to Zimbabwe, what projects did you immediately start doing in terms of the film industry?
You mean here?
Yeah, in Zimbabwe.
Okay. In Zimbabwe, I relocated to Zimbabwe in 2012. So when I came here in 2012, I didn't move straight to filming. I started the transport business. So I was having a transport business. Then I was running, this combi business, and also I got employed with Daily News, this newspaper company. So I started, I think, 2013 now. That's when I started to do the filming.
Okay, 2013. So when did you relocate to Zimbabwe?
I relocated in 2012 March.
So in other words, 2013, that's when you started to do the...
Yes, 2013.
Okay.
That's when I did my first project.
Okay, but was it not a problem to balance between your former work, the business, and filming?
It was not at all. It was not at all, because in transport business, there are people who were working there.
On the ground?
Yeah, on the ground. So I was just managing here and there. It was not a problem. When I come to Daily News, I was working something like 4 days a week. I was having 2-3 days off, so
Okay.
I didn't have a problem.
So at least you managed.
Yeah.
So what was your first project you did when you came to Zimbabwe?
It was called Covenant.
Coven. Oh,
Yes.
what was it about?
Covenant is about the sisters who, you see, we have got these sisters from other churches, who don't get married.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was about the sister who later fell in love with somebody.
Okay.
So it was a matter of breaking the covenant, because that covenant of being a nun,
Okay,
But
okay.
later
That
on,
additional
this
merit.
lady, she met somebody she loves. So it's all about that.
Okay. So how's the progress of the movie? Did it manage to hit the market or?
Yeah, the movie we sold it on DVDs.
Okay.
Yeah. One thing I like about it is that we retained the money which we used to make the movie, and from there, we were having only one platform to sell that movie, and which is ZTV. I took it to ZTV. ZTV, they do their what do you call it? Their rating.
Commissioning.
Yes, commissioning. So on the rating, they told me that the Covenant is 8 out of 10.
Okay, but it was not bad though.
It was not bad though. Then the guy who was communicating with me, he said the air what is from 7 out of 10, which means it could be aired actually, But I don't know what happened. We lost contact with them, and I don't know if they are the ones who lost contact with us. They never contacted us
Up to now.
Up to now.
So you still have it on DVDs.
Yes, I've got it on DVDs.
And the next project?
Next project, it was Unbreakable Affair. Yeah, Unbreakable Affair is also about love, whereby two people from two different backgrounds, they fall in love, and other people try to break the...
Okay, so the themes that you were actually coming up in your movies, do you think they were sellable in Zimbabwe? Were they the right themes that are required even at ZTV?
I don't know at ZTV, but I know in Zimbabwe. Because, even now, our fans, they cry. Our fans, they call time and again. They want more and more, In actual fact, we never ran a flop,
Okay.
Yeah, we never ran a flop. It's only that the circumstances of our economy, that's what is affecting us, then we couldn't continue some of these projects because people are migrating. Some are going to South Africa, some are going UK or so, So, but actually what I know is that Zimbabweans, they like our productions.
Yeah, and they're actually hungry for
Yes,
entertainment.
exactly.
Viewers, this is Mr. Thomson Makota of Kota Media 700. We are talking about his career in filming and also the recent movie that they did, The Dangerous Game. Before we talk about The Dangerous Game, Mr. Makota, I just want you to give me your opinion about the support system that is given in the arts industry in Zimbabwe. How do you see it?
Well, in Zimbabwe, actually, filming industry, it's not going to wait in area. Doesn't have a parent, those guys in authority, actually, I think I can say they are clueless. They don't know where to go from now. That's the big problem. So, our industry is on its knees in Zimbabwe.
And what do you suggest to the recently appointed minister who is responsible for that?
Well, the minister, yes, the minister, what she can do is she have to come to us because we are the people who are on the ground. She have to talk to us what exactly is supposed to be done. What can we do actually? There are a lot of things which we can do, man.
And along those lines,
Yeah.
I had recently the consultative meeting when she met different stakeholders in the creative arts industry. Are you privy to any information that came out from that?
I don't know what they came up with, but what I believe is if they did the consultations, then I'm just like any other artist out there. I believe they were given the information. Maybe what they need is to implement it now. Because my problem is your problem. My problem is also Slimas's problem. Slimas's problem is also a problem of this big guy studio problem. So I can say whoever they met, that problem, those things they discussed, that's what is killing us. So let them address those things.
Talking about your movie, Dangerous Game, which actually you produced recently, I really watched this very interesting movie. Can you just give us a snippet of the movie? What is it about, Dangerous Game?
Dangerous Game.
Yeah, dangerous. There's this curiosity. What dangerous issues are there?
Yeah, it's in the Samson Nyama,
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah, Dangerous Game is about how people are surviving today. There are some games which you play in life. So those games, sometimes we think that we are trying to do this and this and this, but no, actually they are dangerous. We don't have to play them. So when you come to watch this movie, Dangerous Game, you are going to discover what games are we not supposed to play as men, what games are we not supposed to play as women, as Zimbabweans, and things like that.
Okay, talking about this movie, I mean, in terms of preparation, how long did it take you to prepare from the day you started your rehearsals up to shooting?
From day of rehearsal up to shooting, we worked, man. We worked. It was, I think, 3 months. Yeah.
3 months.
3 months, yeah.
And how did you come up with your cast?
With my cast, it was different. Actually, myself, I'm a casting agent. I'm called with other guys to go and do the casting.
Casting for
yes.
them on behalf of the
of
other agents.
Yes. Like, for an example, there is this Wisdom and Romance movie, which I did cast sometimes for Tatenda Kasande. That's where I met my main character of Dangerous Game. That is Pretty Mujuru, the one who was playing Kayla, yes. I got her from there. It was when I was doing the casting. Well, she didn't get an important role in that movie. I advertised on WhatsApp platforms.
Okay.
I want such people, and people, they responded. So I told them to send, you know what I do myself? I don't believe on wasting people's time.
Yeah, definitely.
Like what other producers they do here in Zimbabwe. They will tell you that let's meet for auditions, but the person is having his people already.
Yeah, already.
Yeah, then you are wasting people's money and the stuff, and you are bringing 300 people together, and those 300 people you are auditioning them in Borodeo, right? And they are coming from Kwadzana, Chitungwiza, all those areas. Each and every person is using $6.
Yeah, bus fare. Yeah.
Yes, times 300. How much is that? Which have been just wasted, But you know that you want 2 people, 3 people, and you know the people which you like.
Yeah, you know the characters that you want and the competencies and the capacity. Yeah.
So sometimes I was just calling some other guys. Hey, I've got a party for you here. Maybe if you are free.
Because already you know how
they perform,
yes.
And the stuff like that.
So, did you face any challenges in terms of like the financial part of it? How much did you spend in making this movie, Dangerous Game?
Man, finance. You know, it's a order of the day in Zimbabwe when you are making a film. We don't have money in Zimbabwe. People, they don't have money in Zimbabwe. I didn't have a sponsor. I was supporting everything alone. You know,
okay, from your pocket?
From my pocket, yeah.
During the camp?
Film, yeah.
And for how long did you do the camp? Okay. You were sacrificing
yes, I was sacrificing
family money into the Dangerous Game
film,
movie.
yeah.
Okay, but you had the passion.
But I had passion for that.
One of the things to move.
Yeah, and also my family, they like it. They understand that
it's your passion.
It's my
and
passion.
it's a career that you are developing.
Yes, exactly.
And also nurturing young talent in the community.
See, exactly. So you see what happens. What happened? I can say to your question, how much I spent. I can say I spent something like $2,500.
US dollars.
I don't know, is it US or is it?
But it was at par.
It was at par.
So
they were saying it's 1 year. They were saying it's 1 year.
2,500.
1 on 1 year. So
in terms of the standards of Zimbabwe, can we say you spent enough to make a good movie?
Yeah, you know what Zimbabwe needs? It's like just look Dangerous Game, man. You watch the Dangerous Game.
Yeah, it's a world-class movie.
I want you to look at other productions in Zimbabwe, which were sponsored 30,000, 50,000, all those stuff.
Oh, 100,000.
They 100,000. They are totally rubbish. You know, what is needed is creativity.
Yeah, true.
Zimbabweans, they are creative. They can create. You see. So if you look at Dangerous Game and I tell you to rate it, how much we used, otherwise you tell me that we used almost 250,000.
Yeah, I thought so. Because you know the settings and also the cast and the props and everything.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was really well.
It's a matter of creating, man. Producing something from what you are having. You see, someone can shoot a movie with a phone, and it can be a very interesting movie, and someone can shoot a movie with a black magic 8K. Produce nothing. Yeah, you know, actually myself, I'm not actually keen to have it aired. What I want comments from those people.
Yes.
Where I went wrong, where am I supposed to correct? Because like as we speak right now, we are planning for other shoots, so we need to know where did we go wrong on this project Dangerous Game. That's the most important thing.
Oh, that's great. So, Mr. Makota, as we are winding up our interview, besides Dangerous Game, which other movies did you make, and can you just brief us on the other projects that you did?
Yeah, there's another one. Myself, most of my projects, they are English. But I've got one good Shona one, which is called Napster.
Napster, yeah, I really watched that one as well.
Okay, yeah,
yes.
That one. It's a very good one. It's Shona, you know. It's a good one. I also took Napster to ZBC for your own information. I never got even a response.
But this time around, do you think you can get a response?
That one, God knows.
But it's worth trying, isn't it?
You know what? It's about a system. It's about everything about a system.
Yeah.
As long as they are operating in the old system, I know I won't get the response. But if they have got a new system, because I believe there are new people who are now there at ZBC. Those new people, if they are there, I think they've changed the system. Now they can pay attention to our projects. So maybe they can look at them, they can tell us, oh guys, for better things, sort out there and there and there and there. Because like right now, I've got 2 big projects on my table, which I'm going to shoot this year.
Okay.
They are big.
So which means, I think as somebody who is patriotic, you can also support your country, support also the ZTV channel, so that, because I can tell right now, most of viewers are actually liking some of the dramas which are being published on ZTV, you know, because maybe because the quality and also the creativity we're talking about.
Yes.
Like Zimbabweans are creative. So actually I've observed that even on ZTV, people are actually competing with the Z World and the ZTV productions. They are at the part they are competing.
Yes.
So I think if also you can actually do more productions, you can also support ZTV so that it becomes the pioneer of local content, like the mantra says.
Okay, you know what I can say on ZTV? We are their children. So if they want to produce good things, then we need to talk. I don't mind even giving them a project for free to show.
Which is good.
Yes, because I know the situation in the country. So what is needed is dialogue. They have to continue engaging us as they are doing their production and the stuff. They must not concentrate only on those same producers time and again. We need new minds in the industry.
Mr. Makota, right? Can you just tell me your happy moments during your productions?
Yeah. Man, my happy moments were, you know, as we were shooting, there's another house which we're using. That house is Zinata family. The guy is called, the owner of the house is called Gelo Zinata. So he gave us a house and also he gave us a car. So that guy, when we were going to shoot in his house, he told us, guys, when you are coming to shoot in my house, you don't bring any food. I'll provide all the food.
That was great. That was
So that's the happiest moment, you know, man. And you know,
yeah, definitely. And it's coming from one source.
You know, so we had to shoot 2 days at that house. And I tell you, at that house, those 2 days, we were just eating there. And the guy was just providing the food.
And he didn't pay for...
We didn't pay for
the use of
anything.
the house.
No, we didn't pay.
He just offered?
Yeah. Even when we were using his car, we wanted to put fuel. He said, no, I don't want your fuel. I'm supporting you to do the job, you know. Like even when he traveled, the second day he traveled to Masvingo, he gave the maid and all the guys the instruction, cook for these guys. And he was calling all the way, guys, Majgeri.
Nice. Yeah, that was great.
That was the happiest moment.
And the saddest moment?
Man, this one said indeed. When we were doing the last shoot on the last day, the main actor didn't come.
Oh, goodness.
And it was a disaster. And you know why she didn't come? Because there was an audition at ZBC.
So she had to go.
So she went for auditions.
Oh,
and
when you were supposed to be shooting?
When we were supposed to be shooting.
Goodness.
Yeah. And I don't know, is it fortunate or unfortunate for her, because she didn't get the part again at ZBC.
Then she came?
Then she didn't come.
Okay.
She didn't come. So you know we are artists. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But it was very sad, you know. When you are the main character and you don't come. It's a total disaster.
And it brings pressure now on the producers to,
you see exactly,
to cover up for that
you
gap.
know.
And your favorite actor in the movie?
Man, that one is a difficult question, but yes, I can answer it. You know, everyone was participating well. Everyone was good. Even this guy who came from England, remember? Came from the small guy. You know, coming from England all the way to Zimbabwe to do the shoot. It was not easy, you know, and he goes back. But anyway, my favorite one, she's called Edith Masango. Yeah. That girl, she's physically challenged, actually. She's blind, totally blind.
Okay.
Yep. But she's the one who was playing the part of the doctor.
Oh, okay, the doctor, that's the doctor.
Yes,
okay.
the doctor one, yes. So how she became my favorite is like, one, she doesn't see. We were reading the script. Remember, Dangerous Game is a word-to-word script. There is no addition, there is no subtraction there. Right. So we were reading the script to her. So when we read once, she grabbed the lines at once.
Oh.
Not twice, only once, you know. Then when we were directing her, we were drawing some maps and stuff. She could follow those maps and things like that. You know, a person who doesn't see, you have to feel things and stuff. But to herself, she displayed very, very wonderful acting, you know. Even if people, they just watch the movie, they can't tell that this person doesn't see, you know.
That's great.
She is my favorite, actually, my favorite. Yeah.
New minds indeed.
Yeah.
That was Mr. Thomson Makota. So, Mr. Makota, your parting words to the viewers?
Yeah, my parting words to the viewers is actually to my fellow filmmakers. They have to stop taking advantage of small girls to give them parts. You know, these guys are raping kids. And they will tell you that I will give you this part, but sleep with me first. What's that? Total rubbish, okay? So my parting words to the viewers is, don't let the filmmakers take advantage over you. That's number one. Number two, on viewers themselves, guys, stay tuned. We have got a lot of things to produce. We have got a lot of things to feed you. God bless you.
That was Mr. Thomson Makota. Viewers, we are happy that you had this interview, and we'll watch out for more programs that we have on Naita Television. Ciao, ciao.
Happy, but I want